out there. And I'm not saying the Chicano community as a whole, I'm just saying specific artists that we see on a daily basis. To me, the Latino is now just the mainstream Chicano. You're not going to see, let's say, a Chicano dressed fully long hair with the Quinto Sol on it, with the Mayan Aztec calendar on it. You're not going to really see that a lot in the mainstream, but you are going to see just the Latino face, the brown face, because like I said, it's a slow progression that's going on. And like I said, it's continually just up to us to make sure that that image just keeps going into mainstream culture, so as to one day just push to a hybridized, completely hybridized culture. But who knows how many centuries that's away. This guy, Professor Rafael Perez-Torres, he kind of backs me up in this. In the first page. Rafael Perez-Torres argues that Chicano poetry, rather than excluding or denying, incorporates and includes. So that's essentially what the Chicano is supposed to do. It's supposed to accept. It's supposed to accept hip-hop. It's supposed to accept. Hip-hop accepts everybody. That's why, to me, it's so popular, because not everybody can sing. I cannot sing for Jack. But everybody can rhyme. Everybody can talk. And that's essentially what just rapping is. It's rhyming, it's talking, so it's easy to do, and it allows people to just express their emotions, especially a lot of people, Chicano, it's very strong emotions that you have if you're a Chicano. So to express those through something, the easiest thing for a lot of people to do is to rap. I'm sure a lot of you in here know somebody that raps, just because it's what everybody does. I was shocked to know that how many people actually rap. Nice, you rap?
No, I want to see a show of hands.
Oh, show hands. How many people in here know somebody that raps personally?
We all know you now.
Oh, sorry for me. Excuse me, guys. So yeah, pretty much hip-hop is accepting of everything. The Chicano ideal, that's what it's supposed to be, is just to hybridize and to accept to the main ideals. We do have our ideals, the images, the indigenous images, Spanish, Spanglish, English, just the fact that we're oppressed. It all boils down to that. Like I said, like she said earlier, I can guide you guys by the hand, and you guys already know all of this about pretty much what the Chicano is. So I won't go into too much detail about that. Okay, one thing that I did want to show you guys, I know we're kind of running out of time, so I'll kind of cut it short. One group that I particularly wrote about in the paper is the group Psycho Realm. They're a pretty popular underground group here in LA. Pretty much what it is, it's two brothers, one who was shot at the peak of their kind of career. They were about to kind of blow up, I guess you could say. There's a famous picture of the main rapper. His name was Big Duke. It's kind of like a triangle, a pyramid, and he's in front. It was taken by The Source magazine, which is a big hip-hop magazine. He's the main central figure with his bald head and his goatee, and behind him are a lot of other Latino rappers nowadays. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. Big Pun, Fat Joe, Be Real from Cypress Hill. They're all behind him, showing that he was kind of the central figure of what the Latino hip-hop community was about to go into. And unfortunately, he was shot right here at the Tommy's on Rampart, and that kind of paralyzed him from the neck down, and his career ended. His brother still maintains his hip-hop career. That's what I'm gonna play for you guys. It's essentially just the first line I really like. It says, it all started in the Mexican streets and ended up in the LA blocks. That's how the love was released. That's essentially the Chicano idea. Started in Mexico, and now it's in LA. No further ado.
I don't know much about this thing called love, but I'm willing to try. I don't know much about it either, baby, but if you're willing, inside my
It all started on the Mexican streets and ended up in these LA blocks. That's where the love was released. Me and Duke were a product of those immigrant antique ways, where men on men and the cowards take back seats, and that's deep. Street education my dad teach. It ain't the gangs in the hood for cops that harass me. He said money wouldn't last me long. Enjoy family before they get the passing on. I grew up on the 17th block of Pico Union, a rough life, but good times always keep it moving. I stay down with mom and pop, my blood, Big Duke, Richie, and Lil J. This one love.
I never express my love with a hug and kiss, more like a.
So that's one song that I really like of theirs that I encourage all you guys to check out. It's called In This Lifetime by the Cycle Realm. That's the name of the group. And Six Symphonies is, yeah, that's the name of that group, because now it's Sick Jackin', and he's also with two other rappers that he worked with before that were Street Platoon. They've now joined together to make Six Symphonies true. Okay, my mouse stopped working, so I had to restart my computer. Okay, one thing that was promised was me to give you guys some sort of performance on my part. So now that's what I'm going to go into. Okay, actually, what I wanted to let you guys know, a couple artists that you guys can check out that have the Chicano ideal with them, one of which, Quinto Sol. I don't know if many of you guys have heard about them. They're more of a reggae-inspired Chicano group based out of East LA here. They have one song called Mexica that's very popular. That's one that I encourage you guys to check out. You can always find it on YouTube. Quinto Sol, I'm sure all you guys know that spell, Q-U-I-N-T-O, Sol. Name is Mexica. Cycle Realm, Sick Jackin', Land of the Shadows is one song that I encourage you guys to check out. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of a rapper named Immortal Technique, who he's based out of the East Coast. I guess you could say he's not necessarily Chicano, but his ideals, especially in two songs, one called Bin Laden, the other Dance with the Devil, that it's just stories of the hood, I guess you could say. And that the streets to me are modern day Aztlán. Okay, the minorities, they come from the streets. That is what we try to, the ideal of Aztlán is a land that was lost, a land that we're trying to get back. The streets are essentially that for the modern day artist, to me, for the modern day just Latino, Chicano, coming from wherever it is they come from. It's just the streets that we see. It's the police are the ideal of oppressing, usually in these images, when rappers rap about the streets, stuff like that. They kind of like the way that we try to separate, not necessarily separate, but just the Chicano community, they are oppressed by somebody in the streets. It's metaphorically, it's the cops. That's the way I see it in all the hip hop songs that I usually hear. El Vu is another artist. He has two songs, Heavy and Son of the Sun, which is a really good one. And also a group named Aztlán Underground. Two songs, one is called My Blood is Red, Decolonize, and another is Sacred Circle, the remix. So I encourage you guys just to check those out. If you want afterwards, just come to me. I'll shoot you the email, the list that I have. And without any further ado, I will check you to my world with some of my stuff. Okay, one that I really enjoy, it's called Rival Aliens. I wrote this just as a metaphor for illegal immigration. I hope you guys can